Go.
Hey guys, we're doing some cool stuff today. I have my papa. Some cool stuff today. Yeah, like I said before.
All right, Coach Good here with my best bud Cameron, and we are going to do some activities to go along with the story that I just recorded. And today we are going to do rabbit tails. We are going to do spatial awareness with cups, and then we are going to do target rolling. So you are going to see 3 different activities that you can do, and we will kind of show you how to make it easier or harder with your kids depending on their ages. Primarily this is for preschool, but you can do it for early elementary as well. Now in Stretch and Grow this month we have started with rabbit tails. So if you have something, I have scarves, but if you have paper towels, socks, something that they can put in their pocket or their waistband, which one do you want? Grab one, there you go. We are going to do rabbit tails. Now, earlier I posted about just listening and on the word rabbits they had to get on a rabbit hole. Today we're going to do rabbit tails, and with limited space you can try to grab each other's tail. Now there's a variety of ways that you can do this in your space. You can have more than one tail, but the idea is to try to grab each other's tail. So we're going to demonstrate that for you. We'll do it a couple of different times. Are you ready, Cameron?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You got your tail in?
Yeah.
All right, go. Ready? What are you doing? Oh, ooh, you almost had me. Come on, that's right here, right here. Get it, get it. Oh! Come on, come on. Come on. It's right here. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Good job. All right, let's do it again. Do it again. I got to be better, don't I?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're not going to get our feelings hurt if we get a tail taken, right? Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
You're too fast. Oh!
Got it! No, I got it!
Oh, you beat me again. All right, good job. All right. So you see the idea. Younger kids really don't like to have their tails taken. It might hurt their feelings. But it can be a fun game, and you can modify it. And that's one of the reasons why with the younger kids, I just work on listening and say the word rabbits, and then they have to get on a rabbit hole. All right. Now we're going to do another game that actually our lesson use these cups for spatial awareness and a quick little game. So if you have some plastic cups, you can put them around the room. And Cameron's going to demonstrate moving around them without touching them. So they're kind of tight. Our room is small. We're going to start slow, and we're going to get a little bit faster with each gross motor skill. So we're going to start walking. Go ahead and start walking around. There you go.
Easy.
Should be easy. All right.
If I knock one
Marching.
Really?
Can you march backwards without hitting
Yeah.
one? That's a little bit harder.
No, it's easy.
All right, galloping. And with limited space, you might not use so many cups. Sorry. Hopping. Can you hop around them? But not over, between. Go between. There you go.
Try that.
All right, skipping. Skipping between them. All right, we're going to go faster. Run. Can you go sideways between them? Sideways. There you go. All right, good job. So this can actually be a warm-up activity as well, moving around them. Oh, not yet, not yet. I'll tell you when to go. All right, the next thing we're going to do is Cameron already started, we practiced this earlier, picking up the cups. And we're going to count, I'm going to count to 10, and we're going to see how many cups, not yet, not yet.
Be ready.
We're going to see how many cups he can pick up in by the time I count to 10. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'll give you that one. All right, let's count them. You got a little crunch there. That's okay. Now we're going to count and see how well he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's what I got last
That's, I know, we practiced this already. So now we're going to do this again. Now, with the first time he did this, he actually got 10, and then he got 13, and then 13 this time as well. We're going to see if he can get 14 or more, but at least not do less than 13. Let's go ahead and put these out.
What happens if I do this? I'm jealous.
Just do your best. Not yet. So we always want to encourage them to do their best and not give up. Sometimes they fall down, things happen. So we're just going to do our best and try our hardest. Are you ready? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, maybe I'll give you that one. All right, that was a close one.
I'm going to get less this time.
I don't know.
The same.
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, you did it. 14. Your best. All right, so he did do better. With practice, they should get better. What you don't want them to do is give up. And we'll get back to these cups in just a little bit. All right, the last thing we're going to do today's activity is target rolling. Now, there's a lot of steps in this. It's an underhand motion, and we want them to practice that motion, and we're going to add a little bit of difficulty as far as a target. Now, to start out with, we are the target. He's going to roll to me. Go ahead and sit down right there. So we're going to sit and make a V with our legs. And all we want to do is underhand roll. Should be very easy. The hard part for kids is to catch it and roll it. I see a lot of younger ones that just want to hit it back, but you want to try to get them to catch and roll. Catch. This is still a good roll, bud. Good roll. Underhand. There you go. All right, so this should be the easiest, and then we'll go to our knees. Again, 2 hands, or if they're older, they might just do 1 hand for underhand, like bowling. It doesn't have to be fast. Just the goal is to get it to your partner. And the great thing about partners is they can move if the ball moves. And in a minute, that will change. All right, so from sitting to knees to standing. So now you're doing more of a bowling. You can do 2 hands. You can do 1 hand. Very good. Now we're going to change it even more. Go ahead and move back to the edge of the carpet.
Cups?
We're going to do cups.
Oh, this is going to be hard.
All right, so now we're going to add cups. And we're going to start out pretty wide. He's got to bowl it to me between the cups. Go. So, obviously very easy. All right, all right, so we're making it a little bit harder.
Easy, still.
You ready for harder?
Yep.
All right, a little bit harder.
Easy.
Ooh, not so fast. Take your time. Good. All right, we're getting a little bit harder. All right, let's do that. All right. All right, can you do it? Oh, that was good. Good. All right, so now, that one's going to be the hardest.
I don't think the ball can fit through there.
Let's see. Try it. It's okay if it doesn't. Oh, you did it. All right, good job. Now,
That was better than last
so that is just going between, but target rolling, you can also set up a little bit of bowling. So we're just going to put some cups,
I hope I make it double.
and we're going to go ahead and roll. Well,
Wow, terrible.
no, it's just the cups don't fall very well. But we got a couple. All right, see what you can do with those. Oh, Should I fall
You
over?
might need a move.
You hit me. Should I fall over?
Yeah, sit down.
Ooh, 3 more. All right, last one. See if you can get this one. All right, gotta roll it straight. Got it. Good job.
Can I try more?
No, we're gonna stop with that one for right now. Good job. All right, so I showed you progressions with rolling from sitting to kneeling to standing to rolling between the cups and then actually aiming at the cups. Now, even though we're doing an underhand motion, especially when they're real young, you don't want to get too technical. The goal is to hit the target. Just let them explore. Their brains and the rest of their body are learning to connect. So the best they can, they're going to do the underhand roll with that. All right, now, real quick, we're going to talk about water. This month in Stretch and Grow, we talked about the 5 food groups: grains, fruits, vegetables, meat and protein, and dairy. And then we talked about eating a rainbow, where we talked about eating 5 colors a day from the fruit and vegetable group. Now, water is essential to our bodies, and we want to make sure we're getting enough every day. You can actually get about, most fruit and vegetables are about 80% water, so you can get a lot through those. But for a preschooler, now these aren't 8-ounce cups, but a preschooler should be getting, did you hold 2? Mm-hmm. Should be getting at least 4 cups a day, whereas usually adults, you're wanting to get about 8 cups a day. Preschoolers,
I can have 4.
you can, okay, there you go. So this is a little chart. If you've been to my website, you'll see this on the page, giving you a little more detail from infant all the way to adult on how much you should get daily of water. Water is essential to our survival. We can't go very many days without drinking water. So drink water, whether it's in addition to eating fruits and vegetables, fruit juices, not too much because of the sugar content. The best thing is water. All right, have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your help. Thank you.